Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of BelindaChosen. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Oh my gosh, today I have Dean Samuels here with me.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Hi, Dean.
Yo, what up? Yo, I'm finally on Belinda's show, man. Let's get it.
Like
Let's
I
get it
asked him to be on my channel. He's like, yo, anytime. Like he was so
Anytime,
down.
any place. What you talking
So
about?
thanks for coming. Like he's dope. I can't wait to, for you guys to hear him talk. So we're just gonna talk about everything from singleness to dating to relationship to being married. He's married.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Stay tuned. Without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Let's get it.
So,
I'm
Mr.
sweating already.
Dean, how was your journey of being single before you met your wife?
Man, being single before I met my wife
Yeah.
was reckless. Like,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I wasn't the greatest gentleman.
Yeah.
Like I had my own issues I had to deal with. I had identity issues and all that stuff. And like anytime I would see females, it would be like, which one am I get next? Like,
Man, I get it.
It wasn't good. Like it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
But like I guess I was like low key trying to run away from like love, because I never wanted to be in a situation where you can fall and get your heart broken and all that stuff. So I like programmed myself to kind of be like, all right, I'm just gonna be out here, and whenever I find my wife, I'll get my wife. So I actually was in a relationship. I think I got into a serious relationship when I was like 18. That finished when I was like 19, and from 19 to 28, I never got into another relationship.
Oh my gosh, is it true when a guy get their heart broken once, it's like they become reckless?
Yeah, it was, but for me, it wasn't even a heartbreak. For me, it was just like I don't ever want to waste time ever again in my life. Like I was just like, you know what? Forget all of that.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted though. I was still out there. It's not that pretty, but I was actually out there doing, what lost, confused little boys at the time do. But I just told myself, you know what? The next relationship I get into, I'm gonna make sure like, yo, that's my wife, yo. So even though like what led me there, that wasn't all pretty. Yeah. But I just made up in my mind, like, you know what? Like I'm just not gonna be out here just dating. Like, next one is locked down, like fully. I'm committed. It's on and popping. And it took me 9 years, yo. Like it was from 19 to 28. Took me 9 years, but 28 I was ready. And I said, let's get it popping.
But it was worth it though.
Never looked back.
So are men afraid to get their heart broken as well?
I think men are afraid to get their heart broken because men don't really associate with that. We don't really want to talk about all of that, to be honest. Right? Like I've never got my heart broken in a relationship manner, but like you don't want to hear, guys don't want to be like, yo, she broke my heart, because we have pride.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
What people don't understand is guys walk with a lot of pride. Yeah. We want to be the ones that are, we're up here, we're good all the time. We don't get broken. We don't want to show that side of us, but it's true. Like it sucks when you do get your heart broken, because for a lot of men, like commitment is a tough thing. Yeah, it's a tough thing to do.
It is.
Right. So when you are committed to a female and then you end up getting your heart broken, it's tough, because it's just like, man, I could have been out here dogging. Like, you know what I mean? I could have been out here reckless. Yeah, I was actually trying to hold it down. Yeah. Now, because you broke my heart, then forget everything. Yeah, I'm gonna be out here in these streets then, and then it's just down from there. Like, it's down from there. It shouldn't be like that though.
It shouldn't.
Like it shouldn't be like that. We should take the time to heal. Yeah, and all that stuff. But what happens is when that happens, you don't expect it. No man will ever think going into a relationship that his heart will be broken. Like we don't think that. We're not programmed that way. No. We're programmed to be like, this girl's gonna love me. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and blah blah blah. No man could never. Yeah, But sometimes it gets a little bit sticky. You find yourself in these situations.
I guess what I found is that women bounce back faster from a heartbreak than men.
But how? Like what? Like why do you say that?
So for me, like I've never been in love.
No?
But I've loved hard.
So, but you never been in love?
No, because
so what's the difference?
So
now we gotta talk.
Cause like when I was in like certain relationships, I knew I could give more.
Okay.
But I never did, because I didn't have that emotional security from that person. Okay. So I stopped myself from getting there. Like I loved the person.
So what made you stay there?
Because they never gave me the emotional like it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just that I don't know. I didn't see a future with them.
So, but what I'm saying is, why did you stay? Like, why were so when you were in it, while you were in it, what made you stay in it before you got out?
Because I was dumb. And I just didn't want to let go and having to go through that process of like, oh my gosh, I was talking to this person for like a year and a half. Like that's a long time, and that's
because you feel
precious.
like you don't want to.
I feel like I wasted time. Yeah, exactly. Like, so I thought, you know what, I can pray about it, and he can change and stuff like that. You can't change a grown man unless it's in the diapers.
Can I ask you something? Were you in that relationship or situationship for potential that you saw in him?
Yes.
And like, it just never came to fruition?
Yeah. So like that's
a no.
Since I've been in Christ, I've had like one relationship since I've been in Christ. And honestly, like I know when God is speaking to me, right? Like God speaks to me, and I remember I prayed about it, and it was a no right away.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I see the good in him.
Oh, so you went like, okay.
Yeah. I'm like,
okay.
He even told me, he's like, I'm not a good guy, I'm a bad guy. Like, he warned me, right? I'm like, you're all talks, man. Like, no, I see the
good in you. Why do girls do this?
I don't know, like, but I've learned my lesson. I don't know. I'm like, no, you're not a bad guy. Like, you treat me well. Like, I see the good in you, right? But I could have ran at that moment because I wasn't in yet emotionally. Yeah. I remember a lady, stranger, she came up to me. She's like, your boyfriend is not your husband. I'm like, how do you even know I'm a man? Like, who are you? Like, that got me pissed. And I held on to that till it was like too late. Yeah. Well, I was just like, I wasted like almost 2 years. Like,
so how do you get out? Like, what was that it factor that told you, yo, you got to get up on out of here?
It starts to get in between my relationship with God.
Okay, yeah.
And
I'll do it.
I can't let anything or no one get between my relationship with God. God is first.
So when you got in it, you were with God?
I was with God, but I didn't listen. I thought, you know what, Lord, this one, we'll work it out. Like, we pray together, you know what I mean? But then I started to see that it's not just about like the love aspect. We weren't equally yoked.
Yeah, and okay, so can I talk on something? Because growing up, like I grew up in church and I saw that a lot. Like I saw women, because it's hard for females to get like married in a church because there's like, say there's 100 women, there's probably 20 solid men, right? Yep. So it's hard. Like it's you guys are just outnumbered. Yeah. Right. So what would happen is women would go out in the world and try to convert this.
But this one was in the church.
Right. He wasn't in church, right?
He was in church.
He was? Oh, okay.
I was fooled.
My God. Yep. Well, you got some people in church but not in church. Like, we show up but we're not in it. Right, but I would see that happen, and they would try to convert, and it would start good. The guy would be like, "Yeah, man, I'll come to church for you. Like, I love you that much. I'll show you." But what happened was, like, once they got married, 6 months into that marriage, you start to see things turn upside down. Yeah, because at the end of the day, he wasn't wholeheartedly in that for the right reasons. Like, he didn't devote his life to God. He tried to do something for her, and once he got her. It was in the bag. He knew it was in the bag. That's when he's just like, you know what?
Man.
I'm not about this life. I never was about this life. Yeah. I tried it. I thought it would work. It didn't work. So I'm out. And now you're stuck in something unequally yoked. And you're just like,
and then emotionally attached. And
what do I do? Like, how do I get up on out of this? And man, you know, sometimes the church is so hard against divorce and everything. So you feel stuck. Yep. Thankfully, you weren't married and all that stuff.
There was one time I went to marry this person. When I look back, I'm like, Lord, you saved me. Cause like amongst the fruits, it's just that he loved money more than God. I'm just like, nah. God has to be our foundation.
Okay, so you're currently still looking for.
So after that, I just, I came back to the Lord. I'm just like, I'm sorry for not listening to you. That's why I can't stress being obedient. I say it all the time. Your obedience, oh my gosh, is very important. And I'm just like, I'm going to be intentional in my relationship with God. And I'm going to listen to you. I'm like, Lord, you know what? I surrender to you. Why don't you write my love story? Yeah. I want you to take full control of my relationship. Like, I want you to like, set me up like with that guy when he comes. And I'm like, but until then, I'm going to be intentional where I'm going to be single. Yep. So I've been single for over 5 years.
5 years?
Over 5 years. But that was with intentions. It's not like guys didn't ask me out. I just said no.
You're just working on yourself.
I'm like, I just said no. During those times, I got closer to God. I really knew what my purpose was. Like, it was great. Like, there's things that was in me that God needed to like pull out and work on. And healing took place where I'm just like, you know what? When that happens, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. I'm not afraid to love. And I have so much love to give. And the person's not going to be perfect. Yep. But at least it's just like, I'm still going to love him and not be afraid. and he's gonna give me that emotional security that I need.
All right. For me, I remember when I finally realized that I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
From well, let's go before that.
Yeah.
I was afraid of, of love though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I didn't want to be bound.
Yeah.
Like at the time, even though it sounds so bad, I didn't want to be like locked in to a relationship because, like I said, I didn't know if I was gonna invest my time in something and it just not work out.
Yeah.
So I was running from love, and my wife and I, we were best friends from like a long time. I knew like something gave me like I had that feeling, that feeling that, you know what, this girl is the one. But I purposely like ran from that. I ran from that feeling. Why? I don't know. Like, I ran from it. I pursued other females, and it got to the point where other females that I was pursuing would be like, yo, it's something about you and Nikki. Like, yo, what's going on? I'd be like, yo, she's my friend. Like, but I was running from it because I knew if I went down that road, like, my heart would be 100% in it.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Because it's a history. It's my best friend.
Yeah.
But for what I will tell males out there is, don't ever pursue a woman if you know you're not ready.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever do it. So when I got to that point where it's like, you know what, like, I'm ready to do this, wholeheartedly, I was 100% ready. Like, I wasn't looking back. Like, I didn't miss any other girls. I didn't miss being out here in these streets. Like, I wasn't nervous. It was like wow, like, this girl is my purpose. Like, you have that feeling. It's just like, yo, man, I'm gonna go and spend forever with this girl. And I was ready. Like, so you always know when you're ready. Just don't do it prematurely, because
for sure,
you'll damage not only yourself but a lot of females. And what I'll say for females though, so back in the day, I would have like friends. I'll be like, oh no, like, you know, I'm just looking for a friend, and it's not all of that. Like, yo, I don't want to be in a relationship. So we get to talking 2 weeks down the road. Next thing you know is, so what are we? I'm like, just be honest, like, with your intentions. Like, always be honest with your intentions. You might have a relationship with someone. Be pure and be honest, because it could get real sticky real fast. For sure. And you don't want to go down that road.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it.
So you sound like you got a story.
Nah, like, I realized I was ready last year, because it's not. I knew I was like, I've been healed. I've been good by myself. Like, not having to be emotionally attached to nobody. Like, I live by myself. Nobody asking me where are you? Like, I just love that freedom, and I was getting too comfortable in it. It's too comfortable to the point I'm just like, if I never meet someone, I'm good. Yeah. Like, I'm good by myself, kind of thing, right?
Well, you think that's a problem?
It was a problem. God had to pull me out of it and snap out of. Like, I had to snap out of it. I remember one day I was talking to God. I'm like, just thanking Him, like, you know, thank you so much for everything, where you brought me from. I can't believe, like, you love someone like me and stuff like that. And then I just felt God saying, you're ready. And I cry my eyes out. I'm like, Lord, I'm afraid. I'm scared. I want to get my heart broken. Like, you know, like, I know, like, for the next relationship, I'm going to be in it fully. And I'm not going to be afraid to fall in love, because I really allow God to, like, you know, order my steps. And I'm going to listen to God. If God says no, it's a no. So that's why when people have asked me out, like, in the past, within a split second, I know it's a waste of my time. And I always say no. Always say no.
So what is it that you're looking for right now?
Right now? Yeah. I'm not looking, but I'm open to it. Okay. Like, because I feel like if you focus on just looking, it's not good.
The Bible does say, who find a good wife, find a good thing.
Yeah, so like,
find you.
I'm ready to present myself. Yeah. And I don't know, like, I feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like I'll know when I see him.
I feel like certain girls just have a glow, like, when you know you've done, like, self-development and you worked on yourself, you just walk different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I walk with confidence, like, with boldness. Like, I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I'm not 100% perfect, but I know I'm way far from where I was. So.
But in reality, like I said earlier, it's just a lot tougher, because in church especially, there's just not that many.
Let's talk about dudes, the many dudes in church and not
there's just not a lot of them, and people think like, hey man, because guys come to church and all that stuff, everything's gonna be nice Gucci, and dandy and Gucci, and like, these guys have their head on their shoulders. But don't get it twisted, man. Like, some church guys are worse than
the church guys in
dudes
the world.
outside.
I've seen it for myself. So,
like, I was one of those guys. Wow. Like, I'm not proud of it, but I was one of those guys, and it's bad because, you know, we have options. There's options.
You guys,
and it's just like,
you guys have options. Like, one dude comes into the church and all the females like in a jungle. Like, yep. But one thing about me, once I see that a guy comes into a church and all the females are on him, it makes me pull away.
Oh yeah, from the guy?
Yeah.
But what if that was your guy?
Then I don't know. I just feel like
it will work out though.
Like if it's meant to be, like it's meant to be, but I don't know what it is. I've always been like that. I'm like, okay, I'm not about that life. Y'all can fight over him if you want, kind of thing. I'm just gonna step back and do my thing.
Can I ask you something though? Would you ever be the one to make the first move?
I've done that.
Oh my God.
I've never done that, but I've done that.
Oh yeah? But okay, I won't lie.
I did it recently.
Oh yeah?
I said on my last YouTube.
Oh, yeah, so how'd that go?
I don't know.
So but what was it about the guy that made you like wanna make that move? Was there history before that? Or was it like I see this guy. Ooh wee. Like,
okay, so I'll be honest. You know, minding my business, not looking, having fun in my singleness and whatever. And then one day I seen him. And I usually don't look at people in their eyes, like especially when I just meet a guy. Like my eyes just went straight to his eyes. I'm like, what the heck kind of thing? I'm like, what in the world? So I ignored him, like whatever. Like it wasn't a big deal. And then like eventually, like it just kept coming up. I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna run as fast as I can because I know I'm ready, but you know, I don't know. Like I don't want to play that game where it's just like, okay, I'm interested in you. Are you interested in me? Like I thought, like when I meet him, he's gonna be like, yo, I'm interested in you. Like, you know, and then I'll just know and be like, yes, okay, I'm open. But I was talking to my friend. He's like, if you see a guy that you like, it doesn't hurt to tell him that, hey, I'm interested in you. I'm like, God forbid, me. I would never do that. Never say never. I'm like, I would never ever in my life do something like that.
But I think it's needed. Like for me, our story, my wife and I, she hit me first. So one day I was chilling in my room. I get a text message that says, I like you. I'm like, oh, no, she did not.
Damn,
like,
I wasn't that bold. I just said I'm interested. I'm like,
she's like, I like you. I said, girl, like, what is this? But in my head, I was like, oh, okay, it's about to go downhill from here because I knew where my heart was.
But you already had an interest in her, though.
Yeah, so the thing is, I did, but I ran from it. Like, because, like I said, I knew she was the only woman, if I pursued, that would have me like this. So I knew I wasn't ready yet. I was still in my ways, right? So I ran from it. But when she told me, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
like,
wow.
Like what am I about to do?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is I got in the car, I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, and then it was just like the story began. It was like a couple of years later, it was just like, oh my God, like what am I doing? Why am I running away from this? Why am I trying to like, you know, chase down other girls when I know like my dreams right there? And what would have sucked is if I stayed in my ways and missed.
You would have missed everything.
On,
exactly.
Like, my purpose.
Exactly.
My woman. Like, so you can play all the games you want in the world, chase down all the women you want in the world. But
I don't like playing games.
Don't let that woman pass you by. Like it's the same thing. Don't let that guy pass you by. If she never had the courage to just be like, yo, Dean, this is how I feel. Yeah. I probably would have just like,
I don't know. So the same thing my friend was telling me. So I'm like, you know what? It was just so impulsive. I was sitting there one day. I'm just like, just watching TV normally. I just got my phone. I'm just like, you know, I just told him like, but I felt good. Yeah. Like I felt at peace. I'm just like, it's better for the person to know rather than just, you know, crushing from a distance, you know?
Okay. So can I ask you something? Have you stayed in a friendship before knowing you like someone, see him entertain other girls and then be mad at that person, knowing that they don't know how you feel? Yeah. See, that's what I hate. I've done that before. So that's why I'd rather be honest with people, let you know how they feel, than to just sit in something and get bitter. Yeah. And the other party has no idea like where your head is at, where your feelings are at. And it's just like animosity for no reason. Exactly. Like, why are you getting at me?
We just be getting mad by ourselves, pissed off when he's talking to other girls. Like, but he doesn't know how you feel. He can't read our minds. No clue. But I used to think, I'm like, you should be able to read my mind. Don't you see the way I look at you? Like, you see how I look at you? Hello.
No,
like,
I'm not reading your mind, man.
What do you mean? You can't tell my facial expression that I like you? Kinda?
But, sometimes, like, guys, we do, low-key, we might know how you feel, but sometimes girls try to throw mixed signals. Like, they try to, like...
See, that's what I want to do. I'm just like I've been alone for way too long to be here in my mind wondering, like, is he interested in me too? I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. So that's why I did it. I'm like, whether I get rejected or not, it's fine. At least I made that presented myself. If he wants to pursue, that's up to him.
Right. Another thing I'll say is don't get too antsy just trying to get married for getting married sake.
Oh no,
because you're marrying the wrong person could quite frankly be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm around a lot of married couples right now, or we're married couples,
Yeah.
and like they're like a year in and
Yeah.
they're getting separated already. It's just like you
Yeah.
married for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta make sure that you're not just marrying because
Yeah.
I like this person.
That's what
right
I'm
now.
saying. Like
man, love. I'll tell you right now. I'm married. Going on. We just crossed. What is it? 4 years.
Yes.
A couple days ago. Like almost a month ago. And love is never enough. Like it takes so much more than just love. Because like love is you might feel and feelings. So you might feel something today and tomorrow it's completely different. What are you gonna do? Step out? Like you are making a commitment every day to choose this person. Like you're deciding like I'm going to literally spend forever with you every single day, not just the wedding day. Like,
every
for
day.
better for worse. Like no. It's every single day. You wake up with that in mind. Like I'm choosing to do this, and it's not easy. But you gotta stay committed.
That's what I've been learning. Because for some reason, I've just been around a lot of married people this season. And whether they've been married for 10 years or newlyweds or, just 5 years mark, I've just been learning. I'm like, I want to be intentional. I just don't want to get into a relationship because, I like you or because I think you're cute. Like, my relationship has to have a purpose. Like, and the purpose first has to be glorify God. What can we do together to glorify God? Yep. What is our foundation? What's our roots? Not just like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you, you're cute. Like, no, like,
how's God getting the glory?
How's God going to get
it?
Exactly. How are we going to build an empire and live a legacy and leave a mark on our children's life? And that's something I've learned. And coming from a broken home, I'm like, I don't want to have my children, go through that. That's why I was very intentional. I'm like, I don't want kids before marriage. I'm not like looking to anyone to have kids. It's because that's where I came from.
That's what I wanted either. Like, that's what I wanted too. I didn't want to have kids before marriage. It's just a personal choice.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I had to learn a lot of things because I had to realize because I came from a broken home and stuff like that. And I grew up with my grandmother, right? And when I was little, my mom moved to Italy and my dad went to Germany. And just seeing kids playing with their parents and stuff and mine never always being there. I remember like I told myself like I'm going to build a family for myself and have that family that I never had. But it was like, it was a great way of thinking, but bad at the same time, because what I did was I tried to find that in relationship with people. And I gave love to guys that didn't deserve that love because I thought, you know what, that void that I felt in my heart was gonna be filled by that relationship and stuff like that. And when it always ended, I'm just like, no, there's something bigger than this. There's something on the inside of me that I'm missing. And then when God came into my life, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was seeking wasn't a relationship. It was God's love.
God will fill that empty void. But it's natural. Like, and I feel like it's good that you embrace that because people don't understand that you going through and maneuvering through your process the way you did will now allow you to like speak up to another girl that's going through what you're going through. You now be able to identify, all right, no, this is where your weak moments are. This is what you can do a little bit better. But if you had not gone through all of that, like, you would have no story. If you had not gone through all of that, there'd be no one for you to help get through what they're going through right now, right? So like, I tell people all the time that there's so much in your story that has to do with your purpose, right? And if you could only like lock in and like personal like self-develop and lock in with God, like you'll be able to identify that, and that's the beauty of your story.
Exactly.
Right? I love it.
I identify. I had mommy issues. I had daddy issues. Like I had abandonment issues. I had trust issues, and a lot of issues that really and truly in my time when I was by myself is where like God just took everything out at once. I'm like, oh Lord, this is a lot. I thought I dealt with this before. Oh my gosh, that thing I went through when I was 16 that was affecting me is the reason why I couldn't communicate in a relationship or express my feelings because I'm just like. It's not, I shouldn't bother because it's not going to do anything, right? It's just going to cause more problems. But now I'm like, no, say how you feel, speak up. kind of thing. So I'm just like, Lord, have mercy. Every guy that's ever broke my heart, thank you. You did well for the next man, because.
But if you didn't go through life lessons, like you'd be a walking, I don't know, stick. Like,
trust me.
Like what? Like what would you have to add? What value would you be able to add?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just gotta go through life and be like, why not me? Like why didn't this happen to me?
Yeah.
The fact that God allowed it to happen to me, He trusted me with this, so
it's
my now it's up to me to give back.
Yeah, definitely. I just want people to just embrace their time of being alone. Just be in silence and in solitude and just have your alone time with God and really figure out your life.
Yeah, and that's true. Like, that's true. Because for me, even like I told you, like, I was in a relationship at 19, that finished. I spent 19 to 28, like, solo. But in that time, even though I was, like, let's say, out there doing this and doing that, I got to realize what I did not like, what I did like, myself, like, all right, my flaws, all of that stuff. Like, I got to work on me. That's why when 28 came, it was fun. I don't even know if I want to say this, but 20, what?
Say it. Let us know. Let us know.
It's wild. I realized that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with my wife.
Wow.
After something happened with another woman.
Wow.
And I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I felt disgusted. And I was like, why am I here? Like, what am I doing? And it's the sad reality. Like, sometimes we're just doing things to do it. But I was just like, I got to a point where I was like, man, I'm over this lifestyle. I'm over just doing things to do it. I'm over, like, just the, like, instant, like, satisfaction. I'm just like, what? Like, it's not tied to purpose. It's not tied to nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're just, all you're doing is harming yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I'm over this. And I decided right then and there, like, after I did what I did, it's weird. But after I was like, I'm never again, like, put myself in this situation. And like, that was that. The rest was history. I said, you know what? I called my wife's mom, like, about a week later, let them know, like, how I was feeling. And I was like, I've been running this whole time, and I'm done running. Some of us are just running from what God has for us, running from a lot of things. But sometimes you just have to stand up tall and look that devil in his face and be like, no more will I, no longer will I do this. Like, I'm choosing to stand in purpose, on purpose, right now. Go after what God has for me, follow my destiny, and believe that He will have my back. As long as I do the work, as long as I take that step forward, I trust that God will do the rest. Like,
definitely.
If I do my best, I trust that God, He's gonna do the rest.
That is amazing.
That's that.
So I think a question that a lot of us female ask when we're together and we're chatting, because it's like, how do men know? Do men know that the girl is the one, or is, like, within meeting her? Like, how does that happen for you guys?
I knew.
You knew from the first time?
I'll speak on myself. I'm not gonna talk on any other man. Yeah. But I knew. That's why I ran.
Oh,
like,
wow.
You have to realize, like, the reason why I ran from my wife, Nikki Samuels,
hey, Nikki,
is because I knew if I pursued her, it would be it for me. Like, my heart, like, I would be done. Like, I wouldn't feel like how I'm the guy. Like, I'm out here. These no girl could never. That would be out the window. Like, I'm like, oh yes, babe. Like, and I'm like, no, because what I saw in her, like, as soon as I saw her, I saw, like, my future. Yeah. Like, I couldn't see my world without her. Wow. Like, and that's what let me know, like, man, this is a dangerous road to go down, because I'm not ready for it. If I pursued it when I felt it, I probably would have dropped the bag. And, like, definitely. But I don't know what would have happened. Like, I just wasn't ready. Like, I knew I wasn't ready. So I was afraid. Like,
wow.
I was actually afraid. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I was scared to death, like, to go down that road, because I knew, like, I'm looking at the love of my life, but, like, I don't want her to be the love of my life right now.
Wow.
Like, that was just the reality.
That's deep.
Yeah, like, I just didn't want it. I wasn't with it.
Yeah, I just believe having intentions is very important, because I love really, really hard. Yeah. So that's why I was very intentional. Like, I'm not gonna date within this time, because I don't want to fall in love with the wrong person.
Oh yeah, and and that's crazy, because I could have easily fallen in love with a lot of wrong people. There are so many things that felt right. Like, this is perfect. I could do this with this girl, this with that girl. Don't make that mistake, man.
Nah, don't make that mistake. I'm telling you.
Don't make that mistake. Like, that's a big price to pay.
It is. Like, even, like, I'm very intentional. Even, like, that small message I sent, I prayed about it first. like, even though I just did it in that moment, I'm like, I'm about to do this, Lord. Like, give me the boldness that I need. I prayed about it. I just be like, just being intentional, you know, and allowing God to direct your path. And it says, don't awaken love until it's ready, right?
Yep.
So I'm just like, Lord, take the wheel.
Well, that's true, but a lot of guys do that though. Like our guys will say, we know the right things to say, knowing in the back of our mind that we're not really with it, and that's what makes it so hard for females, because it's like, what do you trust? Like, some guys are even more deadly where we could say the right thing and show that the very thing that we're saying. Like, so now our words meet our actions.
Definitely.
And it's like, I'm back for here, you know.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done with you, man, I'm about to head over here.
Wow.
Like, that's why it's so important to actually develop a true and solid, genuine relationship with God, because there's some things that only He can reveal that you will never know. Like, you be on cloud 9. Yo, man, this guy love me. He could never mess with nobody else. I miss everything. You find out, yo, shoot, dude got a whole family that you don't know nothing about. Like, there's been situations all like that, right? So it's very like what you just said. Like, don't awaken love until you're ready, man. Like, only a fool will tell a girl that, you know, I love you and not mean it. Like, that's the worst thing to ever do. So for me, growing up, one thing that I did, I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing, or whatever, but I never led anybody on. So like, yo, my yes was my yes, my no was my no. Everybody knew whatever I was doing. Like, I'm not pursuing. Like, this is not it. And we're not having marriage talks. And
wow, that's amazing though. At least you're honest.
I was just honest, yo. Like, I never hid anything. So if you want to see my phone, I don't care. See my phone. Like, this is what it is. Like, because I would never just purposely lead you down a path I knew I wasn't willing to take you down. Right? Like, that I at least had that respect. Like, some people is different. Like, we're just going with the flow, whatever, blah blah blah. But me, not. And it still hurt. But the thing is, some girls, they would know that, but expect to change me. So you go into that thinking, like, I
had to learn the hard way.
He thinks this right now, yo, but yo, watch, yo, like, I'll shift that.
No.
That's not shifting.
Nah, that's controlling.
Right? Like, it's not gonna work. You'll get your heart broken. Right? So like, you'll never ever try to change someone. And even with marriage, like, we talk about marriage and like, yo, you married right now. What you have to understand is you're in a lifelong, like, growth journey, process. Things are gonna change when you guys have kids. Like, you guys are always gonna be evolving and changing. So you gotta, like, yo, be committed to that, like, growing and changing with that purpose, with that person. A lot of marriages end because there comes a time where, yo, a shift happens. Like, yo, like, you get into a different season, but the other person that elevate and get to that season with you. So now you're sitting there like, who is this person? It's a new person. Yes, I am. Man, I'm growing. We're evolving. We're elevating. We got children now. Things are gonna change. Yo, like, yo, sex life is gonna change. It's about to be crazy. Like, right? So like, you just gotta know, like, what you're getting into. Like, it's a lifelong commitment. I'm looking at it like, even with our daughters, like, I have 2 big, beautiful baby girls, and like, yo, their journey is crazy, but like, yo, that's a lifelong journey, just like a marriage.
Definitely.
Like, you start something, you're a rookie, like, you know, it's a premature state when you get married, and now you gotta build this thing. Like, yo, what are you gonna build it to? Like, yo, what example are you gonna leave behind? Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's a lot to it.
You're sure, for sure. What I noticed too, some people get mad because you're horny. I said it. I said it.
Don't do that.
I said it.
I'll tell you, that's gonna change, yo. Like, everybody's like, yo, some people get married. Yeah, it's funny. You get married to have sex. Yo, I gotta have sex. It's funny. A lot of people get married and just like, man, I don't sin no more, bro. Like,
yeah,
yo,
but
like,
sex can't really bond a relationship together. What happens when life happens?
Yeah, I'm telling you, when life happens, yo, not even facts, yo, because when the babies come,
exactly,
people's hormones change, like,
body changes,
all that stuff. Yo, trust me, life be lifing, man.
So don't get married because you're horny.
That's not enough.
Because I've seen those kind of relationships end within like a year.
Yeah. But I'm seeing that left, right, and center right now. Like, divorce is at an all-time high. Like, people saw Black Love and said, all right, I think this is the new thing.
Yeah,
like,
Instagram
like,
worthy.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right. Yo, 1 year later, like, yo, sign these papers, bro. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot more than the hype and what you see on social media. Like, this is real life, man. This is real building. This is real legacy. Right? Like, it's real purpose. You got to do things like on purpose, like intentionally.
Yeah.
Right? To like forever build, like be building. Right? So it's a journey.
And
I
some
love
people
it.
just want to do it for social media to have that picture perfect relationship. Like, it's just like people are not going to show you their struggles.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to show you what they want you to see.
Yeah.
Just because he's buying her flowers, you don't know
Social
what
media's
he's
a
doing.
facade, yo. For some. For some, like, yo, what you see with us though is what you see with us. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
like,
I've seen it. So you guys are good.
Yo, what's beautiful is I've been at the absolute top with my wife, and I've been at the absolute bottom with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we're at the top or the bottom, how we are has never changed, bro.
Wow.
Like that commitment, that love, that joy, that laughter, like it has never changed. Like, and I love that. I think that's so important. Like, you gotta marry someone that will be with you, like good times, bad times, happy side times, sad times, through the thick and thin, like
the
legit,
good and the bad
like
and ugly.
yo, man, like it's important. And you still gotta trust one another. Just like, yo, we have each other, and that's it. Like, sometimes, yo, we're all we got. So what we about to do? Like, yo, let's run it up.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
us or nothing, right? So I love it. Like, it's a sacred like bond that like,
I love
should never
that.
be taken for granted, man. Like, cause like, that person, I'm telling you, if it's not your best friend, dog, you might have messed up.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Legit. Like, even if you marry and it's not your best friend at the time, over time, like
grow that relationship.
Should be your like your go-to. If anything happens, like, yo, babe, like she should be your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, I should be her shoulder. Like, period.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Love that.
Right?
That's why you guys are still going strong, because you knew that, right?
Strong, man.
That's
even
important.
Even at rock bottom, we still go strong. It is what it is, though.
Wow, for sure, for sure. Like, like a lot of people are probably watching this and like, okay, I've heard what you guys are saying. Like, how do I prepare myself to be ready for that relationship? What would you say?
Work on you.
Yeah.
Like, I really think self-development is super key.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know yourself, like, you go into a relationship, you guys are just disadvantaged, man. Like, you guys are about to lose. Yeah. It's not like, yo, you're not going in healed. Like, broken people, like, it's tough. Like, if you're broken and he's broken, together, you guys are broken.
How can the blind lead the blind,
Right. It just can't be done, right? I think you gotta just like find yourself, and be comfortable with like who you are, understand, and then once you're at a level where you're walking in boldness and you understand like, hey, what you want, your desires, the way you feel, the way you think, all that stuff. Now, anyone that approaches, not anyone can approach you. Yeah. Some of us, like, we don't know who we are, and anyone that approaches us, we're just like, yeah, that's a new guy, and then it doesn't work out. Someone else comes, yeah, that's my husband. That doesn't work out. But why didn't it work out? Because you didn't understand who you were. Like, you didn't even understand your needs, your likes, your dislikes, none of that stuff. Like, you weren't whole as an individual. So now someone finds you in a broken state, you're easy to take advantage of, and you don't even know it. So you're just like, you're walking around like, he loves me, but like, he's real in reality, you're just an easy target. Yeah. Right. So it's just important for you to work on yourself. Love yourself first, man. Like,
for sure.
Like, love yourself first. Like, a lot of people are waiting to be loved, but love yourself first.
Love yourself first.
Trust me, I think it's important, and it will be so much easier for whoever's coming to love you, because how you treat yourself, you will attract that right person.
Oh my gosh, preach.
Way, right? So it is what it is. Like, that's why I say it sounds so cliche. Oh, work on yourself. Whatever. Nah, man, but trust me, if I wasn't actually ready, I could never do this. I've gone through some stuff in this marriage. If I wasn't ready for it, I would have ran a long time ago. Yeah. Because I knew I was ready. I was like, I was ready. Sometimes I wasn't ready for some things that hit, but like, I knew I built myself to a point where like I could trust God, and like, God will get me through it. So I understand, like, there's not, some things are gonna happen that's just beyond you. But like, what are you gonna do even in those moments? Like, I spent time building myself. Wow. Right? I spent the hours, like, I did that, so I was ready for it. Like, wow. And that's just what it is.
Wow, that's amazing. There's one thing females do. I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. It's just like when I see a brother walk into the church, Lord, is that my husband? Yeah. I think that's dangerous. Yeah. Because I mean, the other girls thought that same guy was their husband.
Yo, I had some girls say, so I have a group, right? It's called MADE, Music Advocates Delivering Excellence. Yeah. Man, I had some girls would be like, God told me that you were made for me. I was like,
Lord have
girl,
mercy.
like,
Lord have mercy.
Wow, it's funny. So
God told me. The God tell him.
when you start hearing that God told me, yo, run for your life.
Nah, I'm telling you. I'm like, Lord, if it ever get to a point where it's like, Lord is saying, okay, that could be the person for you. I'm like, Lord, you better go tell him too. But yeah, there's just some people, some women, they see a man, brother walking to the church, like, yo, God told me that, like, that's my husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's my husband. Like, right away, it's just like, what?
Yo, facts. And it's funny, like, I have people tell me that in a way. I have a group called MADE, Music Advocates Delivering Excellence, and I had a girl one time, she was like, God told me that you were made for me. Like, I was just like, did he? Like,
I'm not that bold.
It's funny. It's funny. Like, so what I say is, man, like, stop saying God told you something.
Yeah.
God didn't say something. Like, everyone that walks in doesn't have to be your husband. You don't
Yeah.
even know the guy yet.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
you don't even know. That could be the devil walking
Exactly.
on this guy's. Like, you don't know. Like, so
Yeah.
just take your time, man. It will
Pray
come.
about it. I think you should pray about it and ask, you know, if you feel that in your heart, ask God to reveal to him too, you know.
But you know what's crazy? That's my dad's story and my mom.
I've heard that before, you know.
My mom walked into church and my dad told his sister, that's my wife. And 2 years later, they got married.
Your dad said that's my wife.
Yep.
But in that case, I'm just
when
like, what a guy does, it's different. You know, when all the girls in the church say, like, that guy's my husband, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think women are more quicker to be like, no, that's my husband.
Yeah.
God told me that's my husband kind of thing. I'm just like, let's chill. You don't even know if he's married yet. Facts. You don't know if he's in a relationship. Like, I had this person telling me, like, God told them that this person was their husband, but they were in a whole relationship. I'm like, so you're waiting for them to break up? My God is not an author of confusion.
Never.
He's not going to tell you someone else's man is your husband. You know? Stop it, guys. Stop it.
Because if he told you and you that's your husband, and somebody's lying.
Exactly. Somebody's, and it ain't God. It must be you, because it's not God.
Yo, this was dope though.
But yeah, did you guys enjoy this today? You know, so what piece of advice would you give all the females and the men who are waiting for a godly spouse?
Honestly,
yeah,
just wait on him, like,
yes.
and wait until you're ready.
Yes.
That was the story of my life, like, never forcing anything. Wait until, like, yo, God, like, legit was done working on me. Sometimes, yo, you're like, all right, God started working on me, but he's not done. Sit there.
Yeah,
like,
sit there.
He's not done.
Sit there.
Like, sit there and wait.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
When you are fully whole, and it will happen. Like, when it does happen, you will know. You will not have to force yourself.
Anything.
Like, yo, I gotta make this girl my wife. It will fall into place.
Yeah.
It's weird. It might sound cliche.
Yeah.
But it will happen. Like, just wait on him. You'll see you through, man. Just trust him. Trust the trust the process.
Yeah.
And God will do the rest. Like I said, if you do your best, he will do the rest. Just completely, wholeheartedly devote and give your life to him, man. Surrender it all to him. He'll take care of you. He got you.
You guys heard him. Surrender it all to God. God got you. He knows what you need before you ask. That desire of, like, relationship, I believe that God put it there. But in the right time, just wait on God, work on yourself, like he was saying. I just want to say thank you, Dean Samuel, for coming on the channel. Guys, you guys want him back, right? Please.
It was an honor to be on.
Can you come back?
Of course, it was Belinda. Are you guys crazy? I'm on that. Like, yo, that's fam, yo.
Yes.
It was an honor to be here. Yo, I have fun. Like, yo,
amazing.
Hopefully, like, yo, somebody finds their purpose and, you know, finds their boo thing.
Hey.
After listening to this, you use it and, you know, come back and tell us. Like, yo, tell Belinda, like, hey, yo, I got my boo thing.
If you don't tell us, put your testimony down in the comments below.
Yeah.
But I'm going to link his Instagram in the description box, or if I could put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment and this video today. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys again in another video. Bye.
Peace.